Good evening. This is Akashvani. I'm Anuja Kumar with the news at 9. The headlines. Union Cabinet approves 1 lakh crore rupee employment-linked incentive scheme to create 3.5 crore jobs. Also gives nod to national sports policy to transform India into a leading sporting nation. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to embark on a 5-nation visit to Ghana, Trinidad and Tobago, Argentina, Brazil and Namibia tomorrow. India and Pakistan exchanged lists of civilian prisoners and fishermen. New Delhi calls on Islamabad to expedite release of Indian prisoners completed their jail terms. 5 people died and 15 missing in rain-related incidents in Himachal Pradesh today. IMD forecast heavy to very heavy rainfall in Arunachal Pradesh, East Rajasthan, Gujarat, Odisha and Uttar Pradesh tomorrow. And in table tennis, India's Divyanshi Bhowmick clinches gold at 29th Asian Youth Championships in Tashkent. And now the news in detail. Union Cabinet today approved around 1 lakh crore rupee employment-linked incentive scheme to boost employment generation in the country. Briefing media about the Cabinet decisions in New Delhi today, Information and Broadcasting Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw said that the scheme is aimed incentivizing the creation of over 3.5 crore jobs in the country over a period of 2 years. Out of these, 1.92 crore beneficiaries will be first-timers entering the workforce.
फर्स्ट टाइमर्स के लिए 1 महीने की सैलरी के बराबर सब्सिडी अप टू अ लिमिट ऑफ मैक्सिमम 15,000 रुपीज ये दी जाएगी, जो कि 2 इंस्टॉलमेंट्स में होगी, 6 महीने और 12 महीने के बाद में दी जाएगी. इससे एम्प्लॉयर्स को, कंपनीज को दे विल बी एनकरेज टू हायर द फर्स्ट टाइम. दूसरा इसका पार्ट है जो सस्टेन्ड एम्प्लॉयमेंट देते हैं 2 साल के लिए एवरी मंथ 3,000 रुपीज पर मंथ पर एम्प्लॉय. ये एक सपोर्ट मिलेगा और जो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इंडस्ट्रीज हैं उसमें यही सपोर्ट 4 साल के लिए मिलेगा.
With ELI scheme, the government intends to catalyze job creation in all sectors, particularly in manufacturing sector, besides incentivizing youth joining the workforce for the first time. An important outcome of the scheme will also be formalization of the country's workforce by extending social security coverage for crores of young men and women. Dr. Virat Jaiswal, General Secretary of National Front of Indian Trade Unions, called it a historic step and said that this initiative will particularly help MSMEs, manufacturing sector and youth from Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities.
This scheme is not merely an economic intervention, but a living example of the Modi government worker-first approach. Under the ELI scheme, if an employer hires new employee, the government will bear the employer's contribution towards EPF, thereby reducing the financial burden on industries and enabling them to hire more workers with ease.
The Cabinet has also approved the National Sports Policy 2025 aimed at transforming the country's sporting landscape and encouraging greater public participation in sports. Information and Broadcasting Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw said, with the implementation of the policy, India has set a goal to become one of the top 5 sporting nations in the world. He highlighted that the policy also aims to promote the establishment of competitive leagues and tournaments, as well as the development of sports infrastructure in both rural and urban areas.
2025 में आज नई पॉलिसी बनी जो कि स्पोर्ट्स के होलिस्टिक डेवलपमेंट के लिए काम में है. खेलो भारत नीति के मेजर ऑब्जेक्टिव रहेगा कैसे भारत 2047 तक टॉप 5 स्पोर्टिंग नेशंस में गिनती हो भारत की. ये इसका ओवरऑल एक बड़ा ऑब्जेक्टिव रहेगा. सेकंड रहेगा पीपल्स मूवमेंट बने, फिटनेस के साथ जुड़े, हमारे एजुकेशन पॉलिसी के साथ इसका अलाइनमेंट हो, इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट के साथ जुड़े स्पोर्ट, सोशल डेवलपमेंट, समाज के सभी वर्गों को इससे लाभ मिले.
Mr. Vaishnaw further informed that the Union Cabinet has also cleared the Research, Development and Innovation Scheme with a corpus of 1 lakh crore rupees. The minister said that the scheme has been designed to overcome the constraints and challenges in funding of private sector and seeks to provide growth and risk capital to sunrise and strategic sectors to facilitate innovation, promote adoption of technology and enhance competitiveness. We have a report.
The scheme has been designed to overcome the constraints and challenges in funding of private sector. It seeks to provide growth and risk capital to sunrise and strategic sectors to facilitate innovation, promote adoption of technology, enhance competitiveness. The governing board of Anusandhan National Research Foundation, chaired by the Prime Minister, will provide overarching strategic direction to the research development and innovation scheme. It will encourage the private sector to scale up research development and innovation in the sectors relevant for economic security, strategic purpose and self-reliance. With Anand Kumar, this is Aman Yadav for Akashvani News.
Mr. Vaishnav stated that the Union Cabinet has also given its nod for the construction of 4-lane Paramakudi Ramanathapuram section in Tamil Nadu with a cost of 1,853 crore rupees. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will embark on a 5-nation visit to Ghana, Trinidad and Tobago, Argentina, Brazil and Namibia tomorrow. In the first leg of his visit, Mr. Modi will visit Ghana, which will be the first tour by an Indian Prime Minister in the last 3 decades. Prime Minister Modi will meet President of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, to review the strong bilateral partnership. More from our correspondent.
Talks between the two leaders will focus on economic and defense cooperation, agriculture sector, vaccine development, critical minerals and digital public infrastructure. Few MOUs are also expected to be signed. The bilateral trade between the two nations is about $3 billion in favor of Ghana because of the large imports of gold. India primarily exports pharmaceuticals, farm machinery and vehicles. With about $2 billion in investments, India is one of the biggest investors in Ghana. Cultural ties are fostered through the Indian Technical and Economic Cooperation Program, offering fully funded training to Ghanaian professionals. The visit is expected to strengthen India's engagement with the economic community of West African states and the African Union. Alok Rai, Akashvani News, Accra.
India is celebrating 10 years of the Digital India program. It was launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in 2015. The Prime Minister has said that Digital India has become a people's movement and is central to building an Atmanirbhar Bharat and making India a trusted innovation partner to the world. In a blog marking 10 years of the Digital India program, he said India is moving from digital governance to global digital leadership and from India first to India for the world. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has said that the 3 new criminal laws introduced under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi will make the judicial process not only affordable, accessible and approachable, but also simple, consistent and transparent. The new laws are Bharatiya Nyay Sanhita, Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita and Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam. Mr. Shah stated this while addressing a program in New Delhi to mark the successful completion of 1 year of the new criminal laws. He said that under Prime Minister's leadership, a golden era of governance based on social, economic and political justice is about to begin.
हमारी न्याय प्रणाली के सामने सबसे बड़ी दिक्कत थी कि न्याय कब मिलेगा इसका किसी को विश्वास ही नहीं। मैं भारत के सभी नागरिकों को आश्वस्त करना चाहता हूं कि लगभग 3 साल लगेंगे पूर्ण क्रियान्वयन होने में। जुडिशरी, जेल, एफएसएल, पुलिस, डायरेक्टर प्रोसिक्यूशन और प्रोसिक्यूशन, ये पूरी प्रणाली को पूर्ण रूप से क्रियान्वयन करने में ज्यादा से ज्यादा 3 साल लगेंगे। मगर इसके बाद में मैं विश्वास से कहता हूं 3 साल में सुप्रीम कोर्ट तक आपको न्याय मिल जाएगा, ये सुनिश्चित कर लिया।
India and Pakistan today exchanged the lists of civilian prisoners and fishermen in each other's custody. According to the Ministry of External Affairs, India has shared names of 382 civilian prisoners and 81 fishermen in its custody. Similarly, Pakistan has also shared names of 53 civilian prisoners and 193 fishermen. New Delhi has called for early release and repatriation of civilian prisoners, fishermen along with their boats and missing Indian defence personnel from Pakistan's custody. Islamabad has been asked to expedite the release and repatriation of 159 Indian fishermen and civilian prisoners who have completed their sentence. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our X handle at AIR News Alerts. And for details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and download the News on AIR app. Himachal Pradesh has been experiencing heavy monsoon rainfall over the past 24 hours. 5 people have lost their lives and 15 are missing in rain-related incidents in the state today. Meanwhile, the Meteorological Department has forecast heavy rainfall in the state until the 7th of this month. More from our correspondent.
Himachal Pradesh witnessed the most intense rainfall of the monsoon season during the past 24 hours. Mandi district has been the worst affected, where incidents of cloudburst and flash floods at various locations have claimed 5 lives, while 15 people are reported missing. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu has directed the concerned district administrations to provide all possible assistance to the affected people. According to preliminary estimates, the disaster has caused losses exceeding 500 crore rupees so far. 406 roads, 1,515 electricity transformers and 171 water supply schemes have been affected in the state. The administration is engaged in restoration work on a war footing. Ritesh Kapoor, Akashvani News, Shimla.
Rain took a brief pause today in the hilly districts of Uttarakhand, offering much-needed relief to residents. Throughout the day, efforts remained focused on clearing debris and repairing damaged roads, with intensive restoration work actively underway on the Yamunotri National Highway.
Over 150 major and rural roads across the state remain blocked due to landslides. In Uttarkashi district, major efforts are focused on restoring the Yamunotri National Highway. Pilgrims were guided on foot from Ojri to Silai Band and diverted via alternate route today. Uttarkashi district magistrate Prashant Arya inspected the route on foot and assured that helping pilgrims and locals is the administration's top priority. Meanwhile, the search continues today for 7 workers missing after a landslide near Silai Band. Santosh Thapliyal, Akashvani News, Dehradun.
The India Meteorological Department has forecast heavy to very heavy rainfall at isolated places of Arunachal Pradesh, East Rajasthan, Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh, Konkan, Goa, Madhya Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand tomorrow. 8 people died and 5 were injured in a blast at a cracker factory in Satur Viruddhanagar district of Tamil Nadu today. The incident happened at a cracker factory this morning, killing 5 people on the spot. More than 50 people are working in the factory in 20 rooms. Due to the blast, 5 rooms were destroyed. Those who were injured have been admitted to the nearby hospitals. Death toll in explosion in the pharma industry in Sangareddy district in Telangana has risen to 36. Telangana Chief Minister Revant Reddy has sought a comprehensive report on the explosion. He has announced an ex gratia of 1 crore rupee each to the families of the deceased and 10 lakh rupees for those injured. In West Bengal, the Alipur court has sent 3 accused of the South Calcutta Law College alleged gang rape to police custody till the 8th of this month. The security guard has been sent to police custody till 4th of July. Earlier, students protested against an incident in Kolkata today. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has said that India reserves the right to respond and defend against terrorism and preempt as well as deter any further cross-border attacks. During a telephonic conversation with the U.S. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, the Defense Minister said India's actions were measured, non-escalatory, proportionate and focused on disabling terrorist infrastructure during the Operation Sindoor. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar has stressed that the world must display zero tolerance towards terrorism and victims and perpetrators must never be equated. He said India has every right to defend its people against terrorism and the country will exercise that right. The minister was speaking at the Quad Foreign Ministers meeting in Washington, D.C. today. On to sports. In table tennis, India's Divyanshi Bhowmick has clinched gold in the under-15 girls singles at the 29th Asian Youth Championships in Tashkent, defeating China's Zhu Qihei 4-2 in the final. The second seed also secured a World Youth Championships berth with her victory. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Union Cabinet approves 1 lakh crore rupee employment-linked incentive scheme to create 3.5 crore jobs. Also gives nod to national sports policy to transform India into a leading sporting nation. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to embark on a 5-nation visit to Ghana, Trinidad and Tobago, Argentina, Brazil and Namibia tomorrow. India and Pakistan exchange lists of civilian prisoners and fishermen. New Delhi calls on Islamabad to expedite release of Indian prisoners completed their jail terms. 5 people died and 15 missing in rain-related incidents in Himachal Pradesh today. And in table tennis, India's Divyanshi Bhowmick clinches gold at 29th Asian Youth Championships in Tashkent. That is all in the news at 9. Good night.